Chelsea football fans? This is Up Chelsea TV, and I'm Ugo. Let's dive straight into it. So, in the past hours, we've got it. Here we go for Noni Madueke that is heading to Arsenal. Medicals have been booked and all that. Initially, like I said on the channel, he's agreed to a 5-year. He has agreed a contract on personal terms with Arsenal, and then apparently the reports have come out that Chelsea and Arsenal have agreed a £52 million offer, including add-ons. Now, for me, a couple of things before I go straight into how I feel about the whole transfer thing. First off, well, what happened to those days where rival clubs were actually rival clubs, where rival clubs wouldn't sell to themselves, where rival clubs wouldn't just make things easy to get a player that would go on to, improve the team of their rivals. But apparently right now what we have trading partners, business associates, as opposed to rivals. That is at the top level, at the management level, director level of various clubs. Now, that being said, that out of the window, that out of the way, how do I feel about it? For me, I think Noni Madueke has got a raw deal, has been given a raw deal, has been served up a raw deal, consistently ever since he joined Chelsea from PSV. And I think ever since there was that penalty argument between himself and Cole Palmer, a lot of people had just unfairly been overly critical of Noni Madueke. Now, I think it's almost like every other player, not almost like, it actually is every other player signed by Clear Lake Capital, Blue Co, whatever the ownership structure is, has always been treated as a young player, needs time to improve and all that stuff, But for whatever reason, Noni Madueke is sort of judged and treated like a player who is 28, 29 years old, way into his prime, and shouldn't be having any flaws at that point in his career, So it's just crazy for me the way fans talk about it. In fact, some fans are just purely disrespectful, and you can see from the tenor of their tweets and posts and content they put out there, you just see that it's all for the engagements. They think being disrespectful to people, that gets them the huge engagement, and sometimes they're right, unfortunately. So for me, Noni Madueke shouldn't be leaving Chelsea because he brings pace, he brings power, he brings goals. Let's not forget he scored 7 goals this season. He's not been perfect, but which player has been? Not even Cole Palmer, who's been Chelsea's arguably best player, arguably most important player, for Chelsea. He hasn't been perfect. He's had a slump. Pedro Neto, that everyone seems to rave about, he's had a slump, and both of them, apart from the Club World Cup, have the same amount of goal contributions. Noni Madueke, 7 goals, 3 assists. Pedro Neto, 6 goals, 4 assists. So I don't get this whole madness of Noni Madueke is just this guy that is bad, not good enough, try to throw him away. And for the Arsenal fans, signing a petition, that's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Sign a petition. Yeah, you're an Arsenal fan. I shouldn't tell you how you feel, but that is ridiculous. Sign a petition that a player should not be signed. You're getting a top-class player, 23-year-old player with a lot of time to improve, with high ceiling, that can come and be superb backup for, not even that can play on the left and can also do a good job on the right, because Bukayo Saka is injury prone. He can go both ways, right foot, left foot. Unlike Pedro Neto that can't really cross with his weaker right foot. So you get a Madueke and you're making all this noise about it. For me, I don't really quarrel about transfer fees. You know why? Why I don't really make so much noise about transfer fees? Because nobody is worth £2 million except you found a cure, an elixir for cancer. Nobody is worth £1 million. Nobody's worth £50,000 a week when you haven't found the answer to global poverty and global hunger. No one is worth it. But because of the commercial world we live in, when you contribute to generation of wealth, you're entitled to certain amounts of money, certain value being placed on you. So I'm not crazy. If I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm not be crazy about £52 million spent on him. But more of the question would be the need, not his quality. The need. Arsenal for me more in need of a left winger, because you have Bukayo Saka on the left, on the right, sorry, and then even more so in need of an actual out and out striker. That is the issue for me. That should have been should have been your issue instead of this madness. Now Arsenal could still sign Gyökeres, but that's neither here nor there. So Chelsea fans, let me know if you're on the channel right now, if you're watching this video right now. Just as you subscribe and let me know what you think about Noni Madueke case. It's almost done, medical booked. So except he fails his medical, for what reason? Because after all, Nicolas Jackson failed the medical to Bournemouth, and a year later or so, he ends up with Chelsea. Maybe he fails his medical. Who knows? Let's see how that shakes down. So just some opinions on Noni Madueke. Now, going on to the next bit of news, Nicolas Jackson apparently is attracting interest from AC Milan and some unnamed Premier League club. Now, apparently AC Milan are looking to offer £30 million for his services. I don't think the Chelsea board would go for it, because I think that's about the same amount they signed for him and they signed him for. And I think their argument would be he's now an European Cup winner. He's playing the Club World Cup, so his value must have gone up quite a bit, maybe £10 million extra. So maybe they put for £40 million or £45 million, for AC Milan. Now you have some Chelsea fans going irate. Oh, we don't want to deal with AC Milan anymore. Oh, no. Come on, come off it. Come off it. Your board, your Clearly Capital, your Blue Co, your Paul Winstanley, your Lawrence Stewart, they, by hook or crook, by commission or omission, scoop out that deal by themselves, just like they scoop out a lot of deals. Someone is worth 25 million euros, and then you offer, some crazily low offer for the player. So that's just, they didn't want to sign the player. So that has nothing to do with AC Milan. So if they come with a fair enough offer, I think £30 million is too low, given that that's what Chelsea spent on getting him. So then if they offer something reasonable, then probably Chelsea should negotiate and let him go, because I saw this coming. You have Liam Delap, and then you've got João Pedro additionally. So you have 3 strikers. Now, there's one thing to have that competitive spirit, but when you're faced with 2 strikers that are in and around your age range, then you have some issues. Maybe if you had a Victor Osimhen that's 26 going on 27, you have a feeling like, okay, he's coming towards the end of his, it's not like coming towards the end of his career, but by the time he's 30, from a Nicolas Jackson perspective, I'll be say 30, I'll be say 20, 24, 25, 26. So I'll be coming into my prime then. So if he leaves, fair play to him. Because I don't think he's had opportunity to clear years to come good. He hasn't. So I don't really blame the club, for going out there and getting 2 strikers in the building. Even if I still think Liam Delap is very, very raw. So let me talk some opinions on the possibility of Nicolas Jackson leaving Chelsea and be going to AC Milan or some other Premier League club, maybe Aston Villa. I think they were interested in him at some point last season. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. Well, the last bit on Noni Madueke, the video I did previously, if you haven't watched it, go watch it, where I talked about how Chelsea could set up against PSG, having Pedro Neto on the left and having Noni Madueke on the right. That goes right out the window, because the way this club has been run so far, that means he's not going to play. He's just not going to play. I would have wanted him to have his last dance, chance at just playing that final, maybe waving goodbye to fans like me that appreciate what he brings to the team, and then goes off. But the way things are run right now, I don't think he would even play if he's still at the club. So that's my personal opinions on Noni Madueke and Nicolas Jackson as well, apparently leaving Chelsea. Let me know your opinions in the comment section, and I'll see you on yet another video. Stay well, stay blessed.